So we just had a phone call from a client who seems to have some issues with rodents. Apparently she's had a house redone and she's had for the last 4 to 5 months rodent issues. Now she's called in 3 different types of pest controllers apparently to try and resolve the issue, and no one's been able to resolve it. So we're just off there to see what's going on. So we're at a client's property. Now the client has called me. I am the 3rd pest controller that she's had on site. She's had 2 of the pest controllers that I've charged her around about £750. So that includes 3 call outs per pest control firm, so that's 6 call outs to lay down bait, etc., and then some proofing work. And when we mean by proofing work, what we're saying is that if there's a little hole that you can get your finger into, then a mouse can get into it. If there's a hole that you can get your thumb into, then a rat can get into it. So they put cover air bricks and stuff like that for proofing. So what they've done is, and let me just show you, you can probably see down there where they've covered all the air bricks. Now they'll have charged anywhere between £25 and £35 from them. They've done all the air bricks round the side. In the actual garage itself, they've put in 2 rodent boxes, which they've charged for the rodent boxes. We've came out about 10-15 minutes ago, had a look at the inside of the property, because you've got to carry out a survey first, it's a requirement, and all the activity is on the right side of this property, and it's at the rear near the kitchen, which means to me that the access point is at the rear. We've already checked that, couldn't find it, or it's at the side. And if I just take you up here, I'll show you there's this little bit of an alleyway here that you can basically just crawl through, and right away, all the way at the end, about 2 foot from the end where the bricks go down to the ground, there's 2 missing bricks. At the very end of the fence there's a nice little gap where the rodents have been getting underneath, getting into the house via them 2 little bricks. So we're going to remortar them bricks, put them back into place, and she's going to be good. And it only took me half an hour to identify what her issue is that she's been suffering with for the last 6 months. So make sure when you get in touch with a pest control firm, have a look at their reviews. So in my last video I mentioned about this hole that was going through the side of a client's house where rats were getting in. If I just turn the video around, what you can see there is the entrance where they were gaining access to this very tight little alleyway. And if I come down here, you can actually see the hole where they were getting access into the property. So we're going to mortar all that in with some bricks and make sure that they can't get access.